This is the 1957 2 train, Wakefield-241 to Brooklyn College-Flatbush Avenue radio check.
57-241 to Flatbush, radio checks loud and clear.
Copy. Still loading.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Nereid Avenue. This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Nereid Avenue.
1957 241 ready. Next call back to Gun Hill Road.
Copy, Gun Hill Road.
Is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is 233rd Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
The next stop is 226.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is 219th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Gun Hill Road.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
And 54-6 Barchester has a copy. Next call back Hunts Point.
10-4.
This is Gun Hill Road.
Transfer to the BX41 Select Bus Service.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train.
1957
The
2
next
train,
stop
Gun
is
Hill Road.
Burke Avenue.
57-2 at Gun Hill, that is a
Stand
copy.
clear of
Next
the
call back to
closing
Bronx
doors,
Park
please.
East.
Bronx Park East.
is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Allerton Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Pelham Parkway.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 20082 from Wakefield to 241st to Flatbush Avenue, calling for radio check. 20082 241 to Flatbush, radio checks out clear. Yeah. Wakefield 241 to Flatbush is ready to depart. 202 is about to make depart Wakefield. Next call back to Gunville Road. Got that.
Good evening, Road Control. This is the 2010 Ford train from Woodlawn to Utica calling in for radio check.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Bronx Park
2010
East.
Woodlawn goes to New Lots Avenue. Radio checks out and clear.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is the 20095 train from Dyre Avenue to Flatbush, radio check.
295 East Chester Dyre to Flatbush. Radio checks out and clear. Depart East Chester Dyre. Next call back to Morris Park.
Copy, Morris Park.
Ford train from Woodlawn to New Lots Avenue is ready to depart Woodlawn.
2010 you have the line out of Woodlawn. Next call back Bedford Park Boulevard.
10-4 Bedford Park, closing now.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is East 180th Street.
9372 Bronx Park East. That is a
Stand
copy
clear
of
of
local
the
line.
closing
Next call back to the
doors,
next
please.
stop, East 180th.
East 180.
24-6 is at Hunts Point.
24-6 Hunts Point Avenue, that is a copy. Next call back, 3rd Avenue, 138.
4.
This is East 180th Street. Attention everyone. If you have questions or need to report an issue to the police, the NYPD is located at the station.
Transfer is available to the 5 train.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is West.
2372 East 180th, that is a copy. Next call back, Simpson.
Simpson.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
On the 095, you just got a call back with Morris Park, the full line to East 180th.
Copy. East 180th.
Fortune is calling back at Bedford Park Boulevard.
2010-4 Bedford Park Boulevard, that is a copy. Next call back, Burnside.
10-4 Burnside, closing down.
This is West Farm Square, East Tremont Avenue.
As you exit, please be careful of the gap between the platform and the train.
Transfer to the Q44 Select Bus Service. Is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is 174th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2017-5, East Chester, Dyre, Flatbush, radio checks loud and clear.
Calling in a Gun Hill Road for
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop
Gun Hill, that
is
is a copy.
Freeman
Next
Street.
callback is Bronx Park East.
Got.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Requesting line up out of Dyre Avenue.
2017-5, you have line out of East Chester, Dyre. Next callback, Morris Park.
Morris Park.
This is Freeman Street.
As you exit, please be careful of the gap between the platform and the train.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is Simpson Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Simpson Street.
2010 Ford
This
train going
is
back
an
at
accessible
Burnside
station.
Avenue.
The elevator is at the center
2010
of the
Ford Burnside, that
platform.
is a copy. Next callback is 149 Grand Concourse.
M4149 closing down.
46 is at 3rd Ave, 138.
246 3rd Avenue 138, that is a copy. Next callback is next stop 125.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is
1957
Intervale
train
Avenue.
is at Simpson.
Stand
72
clear of
Simpson,
the
that is a
closing
copy.
doors,
Next callback will be
please.
149 Grand Concourse.
39th in the concourse.
This is Intervale Avenue.
Transfer to the BX6 Select Bus Service.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
20095 train, East 180th Street.
Nine five East 180th, that is a copy. Next call back Simpson.
Copy Simpson.
Is at 125.
346-125, that is a copy. Push for local line. Next call back 86.
And 4.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Calling back at Bronx Park East for the 2002.
2002 Bronx Park East, that is a copy. Next call back to your next stop, East 180th.
Copy that.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is 3rd Avenue, 149th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Five Morris Park, it's a copy. Can hold there. It's a 2 train cross front of East 180th.
Copy.
This is 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. Transfer is available to the 5 train.
Transfer to the VX41 Select Bus Service.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
2725 Main Park, Morris Park. Next call back East 180th.
East 180th.
This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is 149th Street Grand Concourse.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 149th Street Grand Concourse. Transfer is available to the 4 and 5 trains. This is a Manhattan-bound 2 train. The next stop is 136th
1957 2 train at 149th Street Grand Concourse.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
NP72 149 Grand Concourse as a cop for 7th Avenue line. Your next callback to next stop 135.
135th Street.
Power train, Simpson Street.
5 Simpson as a copy. Next callback will be Jackson Avenue.
Copy Jackson.
.2010 4 train is at 149 Grand Concourse.
2010 4 149 Grand Concourse. That is a copy. Next callback 125.
125, closing now.
Team 5 train, East 180th Street.
2017 5 East 180th as a copy. Next callback 174th.
174.
This is 136th Street.
Transfer is available.
4686 as a copy. Next callback 59.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is 125th Street.
B72 135, that is a copy. Next callback 96.
96.
Tony 082 is at Freeman Street.
082 Freeman, that is a copy. Next callback Prospect Avenue.
Copy that.
On 725, you can disregard and call back to 174. You're clear to Simpson.
Simpson Street.
This is 125th Street. Transfer is available to the M60 Select Bus Service to LaGuardia Airport.
2009 Power train, Jackson Avenue.
195 Jackson has a copy. Next callback 149 Grand Concourse.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train.
2010 4 train,
The
125th.
next stop is 116th Street.
125 to 2010-4, that is a copy. Push for express line. Next call back 86.
Stand
10-4-86,
clear of the
closing
closing
now.
doors, please.
This is 116th Street. This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Central Park North, 110th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Boston 54-6, drop 59.
54-659, that is a copy. Next call back Grand Central 42nd.
This is Central Park North, 110th Street.
Prospect Avenue for 2002.
2082 Prospect, that is a copy. Next call back is 3rd Avenue 149.
Copy that.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train.
2034 train.
The
Woodlawn,
next
New
stop
York.
is 96th Street.
2034 Fort Woodlawn, new lots, radio checks loud and clear. You can depart Woodlawn. Next call back
Clear of the
Bedford Park
closing
Boulevard.
doors, please.
2009 train, 149 Grand Concourse.
295 149 Grand Concourse, that is a copy. B5, B2 General Order, you're going to be at 7th Avenue. Next call back will be your next stop, 135.
Copy 135.
Train, Simpson Street.
175 Simpson, that is a copy. Next call back, Jackson Avenue.
Jackson Avenue.
On the 082, you can disregard the call back to 3rd Avenue 149, clear to 149 Grand Concourse.
(2010-4) train calling back 86.
10-486, that is a copy. Next call back, Grand Central 42nd.
10-4 Grand Central.
346 Grand Central 42nd, that is a copy. Next call back 14th Street Union Square.
Train 135.
095 135, that is a copy. Next call back 96.
Copy 96.
Paradigm 149. For the 2008.
Get out here. Go back to your next stop, 149 Grand Concourse.
Yeah.
This is 96th Street.
Transfer is available to the 1 train.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express
1957
train.
2 train.
The next stop is 72nd Street.
Broadway.
72, 96, that's a copy. Next call back 72nd.
72nd.
17.5 Jackson Avenue.
17.5 Jackson, that is a copy. Next call back to your next stop, 3rd Avenue 149.
3rd Ave 149.
2034 4 train Bedford Park.
344 Bedford Park Boulevard, the copy. Next call back Burnside Avenue.
Calling back to 149 Grand Concourse.
2082 at 149 Grand Concourse, that is a copy. Next call back 135.
Copy.
2017-5, you can disregard the call back to 3rd Avenue, you're clear to 149 Grand Concourse.
Copy.
Train Grand Central.
10-4 Grand Central 42nd, that is a copy. Next call back to your next stop, 14th Street Union Square.
10-4 Union, closing.
This is 72nd Street.
Transfer is available to the 1 train.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Times Square, 42nd
72
Street.
train, 72nd.
346 at Union Square. That is the cop. You can hold for connection with the 2010 4 train.
2017
The
5 train.
1957-2. 372 72nd. Next call back, Times Square, 42nd.
Times Square.
The 2017 5 at 149 Grand Concourse. Going to hold you there for 45 seconds for space safe.
$135 for 082.
22135, that is a copy. Next call back, 110.
Copy.
Okay, 2017 5 149 Grand Concourse may depart. Be advised. You General Order, you're going to be at 7th Avenue. Your next call back for your next stop, 135.
135.
Train, Union Square.
110-4 Union Square to Cobb connects established with the 1954-6. Both trains may close down. Both trains' next callback is Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
10-4 Brooklyn may close down. To be advised, no making a call back to 34th Street Penn Station.
Penn Station for 57-2.
57-2, correct, 34th.
Copy.
This is Times Square, 42nd Street.
Transfer is available to the 1, 7, 8, C, D, E, F, M, N, Q, R, and W trains. Transfer is available from the shuttle to Grand Central. Connection is available to the Port Authority bus terminal.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The
135 to 2017 5, that is a copy. Next callback is 116.
116.
Back to 110.
082, yes, 110.
Alright, got it.
34th Street, Penn Station.
Transfer is available to the M34 Select Bus Service.
Connection is available to the Long Island Railroad, New Jersey Transit, and Amtrak.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next
10th
stop
Street, Malcolm X
is
Plaza
14th
for the
Street.
2082.
57-2 Penn Station.
You 2008 to 90 at 110th. Your next callback's 96.
Copy that.
2010
57 to at 24th. Next callback will be 14th Street.
Copy 14th and 7th.
2010-4, you call in at Brooklyn Bridge.
Yes, sir. Brooklyn Bridge for the
2010 copy. Next callback is Wall Street.
10-4 Wall.
This is the 20095 train, 1/72nd.
72nd for 2095, that is a copy. Next callback to the 4th Street Penn Station.
Copy 34.
17.5 is 116.
17.5, 116th, that is a copy. Proceed to your next stop, 110.
Transfer is available to the 1, F, and L trains.
Transfer is available to the M14 Select Bus Service.
Connection is available to PATH trains. This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next
17th
stop
train, 14th
is
Street.
Chambers Street.
14th Street for the 1957-2, that is a copy. Next callback, Chambers.
Chambers.
2017-5 train is at Central Park North, 110th Street.
17.5, 110th, that is a copy. Then hold you there to get confirmation transfer of use reach 96.
Copy.
1954-6 is at Brooklyn Bridge.
54-6, Brooklyn Bridge southbound, that is a copy. You can discharge your passenger, take your train through the loop, call back at Brooklyn Bridge northbound.
RCC, this is the 2010-4 train. We're calling back at Wall Street. We have some track lights in the area and track barricades with special instructions for this train.
2010-4 Wall Street, that is a copy. Be advised we are wrong railing from Wall Street to outside of Nevins. You're going to proceed at no more than 15 miles per hour between Wall Street and Bowling Green. Your next callback will be Bowling Green.
10-4, closing now.
2082 is at 96th Street.
296, that is a copy. Next callback, 72nd.
Yep.
2017-5, you have to proceed out of 110th. Next callback, 96.
96th Street.
2010-4 calling back Bowling Green.
$10-4 Bowling Green, track 3. That is
This is Chambers Street.
Transfer is available to 1
Borough Hall.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
There are walls where there should not be. It's been like this for like half the road. But whatever.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train.
72 train. It's a
The next stop is Park Place.
72 Chambers, that is a copy. Next callback, Wall Street.
Wall Street.
This is the 2009 powertrain, 34th Street.
3095 at Penn Station, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street.
Copy 14.
Brooklyn Bridge northbound.
54-6 Brooklyn Bridge northbound, that is a copy. Reload, let me know when you're ready to head back up.
On your way to is the 72nd Street.
28-2 72nd, that is a copy. Next callback is 34th Street, Penn Station.
Copy that.
Almost got got. Not getting me with the doors, buddy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Copy, next callback, 72nd.
2034 4 train, R149 Grand Concourse.
149 Grand Concourse was the 2034
Transfer is
copy,
available
next
to
callback,
the
125.
4, 5, A, C, and J trains.
Connection is available to PATH trains. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the rear of the platform.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
1914.
195 14th Street, that is a copy. Next callback, Chambers.
Closing doors, please.
Chambers.
This is Wall Street. This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train.
1957.
The next stop is Clark Street.
And 2010 train at Borough Hall.
Wall Street for the 57-2, that is a copy. Next callback, Clark Street.
Clark Street.
2010-4 at Borough Hall, that is a copy. You're going to hold there for 3 minutes due to general order.
10-4.
72nd, that is a copy. Next callback, Times Square, 42nd.
Times Square.
.34-4 train at 125th.
.125th for the 2034-4, that is a copy. Next callback, 86.
86.
.2095 Chambers.
Chambers Street for the 2095, that is a copy. Next callback, Wall Street.
Copy Wall.
.34th Street, Penn Station, 2002.
This is
2082
Clark
at Penn
Street.
Station, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street.
Copy that.
2017-5, you disregard callback at Times Square. Your callback's 34th Street, Penn Station.
Penn Station.
This is a Brooklyn College-Flatbush Avenue bound 2 local train. The next stop is Borough Hall.
87-2 Clark, that is a copy. Next callback, Nevins.
Nevins.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
.2010-4 holding at Borough Hall. Thank you for your patience and making proceed out. Nearly 10 mile per hour speed restriction while you're remaining on track 3. When you switch track to track 2, you may resume normal speed. Next callback is Nevins, track 2.
Inform Nevins, track 2, closing now.
.2034-4 train near 110th Street. I have some flagging. What's my speed restriction?
2034-4, you proceed at 10 miles per hour until you see the green flagging.
Copy that.
This is Borough Hall.
Transfer is available to the 4, 5, and R trains.
14th Street for the 082.
214th, that is a copy. Next callback, Chambers.
Copy.
ready to depart Brooklyn Bridge.
2103 at Brooklyn Bridge, you may depart. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
Town 4.
.2095 train, Wall Street.
095 Wall Street, that is a copy. Next callback, Clark.
Copy, Clark.
2017-5, that is a copy. Next call back, 14th Street.
Train calling back in Nevins.
4 Nevins, that is a copy. You can hold for connection with the 57-2.
10-4.
.4 train at 86th Street.
34486, that is a copy. Next call back will be Grand Central 42nd.
47.
This is Nevins Street.
Transfer is available to the 4 train.
Train, 14th Street.
209-5 train, Clark Street.
095 Clark, that's a copy. Next call back to Nevins.
Copy Nevins.
17-5 at 14th. Next call back to Chambers.
1957-2 train, Nevins Street.
57-2 Nevins as a copy. Connection established with the 2010-4. 1957-2, you may close down your next callback, Franklin Avenue.
Franklin.
2010-4, just the gap in service, going to have to hold for the 5 train behind, it's approaching Borough Hall.
10-4.
20082 is Chambers Street.
2 Chambers, copy. Next callback, Wall Street. Copy.
Barclays Center.
Transfer is available to the B, D, N, Q, R trains. Connection is available to the Long Island Railroad.
This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the center of the platform.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Bergen Street.
17.5 Chambers, that's a copy. I'm holding up for 45 seconds for space station. Wall Street is copy. Next call back Clark Street. Yeah. 2017-5 moves the Chambers. Next call back Wall Street.
Copy Wall Street.
train at Grand Central 42nd Street.
344 Grand Central as the copy. Next call back 14th Street Union Square.
20095 train Nevins Street.
095 Nevins as the copy. Connects south to the 2010-4. Both trains may close down when ready. Next call back for both trains is Franklin Avenue.
10-4 Franklin closing.
This is Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn Museum. This is an accessible station. The elevator is at the front of the platform.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Clark Street for the 2002.
22 Clark, that is a copy. Next call back Nevins.
Copy that. Wall Street.
A 17.5 Wall, that is a copy. Next call back Clark.
Clark Street.
This is Franklin Avenue, Medgar Evers College.
Transfer is available to the 2 and 3 trains. Transfer is available to the Franklin Avenue Shuttle.
2034 train at 14th Street, Union Square.
34-4 Union Square, that is the copy. Next call back, Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
1957.
2103, go ahead.
I'm at Grand Central.
036 Grand Central, that's a copy. Next call back, 86th Street.
10-4.
1957.
2072 Franklin. 2010-4, you're also at Franklin?
I'm literally I'm entering right now.
Alright, 57-2, you're going to hold briefly for your connection with the 2010-4.
Copy. Jesus.
Borough Hall for the 2002.
2009-5, your callback is hold outside of Franklin Avenue until further notice.
2010-4, doors open Franklin Ave.
Copy holding.
2010, the 2082 at Nevins. Next callback is your next stop in Atlantic Barclays.
Oh, I said Borough Hall. Oh, I thought it was that call.
Your 082, your callback's Nevins.
Alright, copy.
Alright, 57-2 and 2010-4 connection established at Franklin. Both trains may close down. 57-2, you're going to proceed on Nostrand Avenue lineup. Next callback's Church Avenue.
Copy Nostrand Avenue lineup, Church Avenue.
2010-4, you're proceeding on Eastern Parkway Express lineup. Your next callback is Crown Heights, Utica.
10-4 Eastern Parkway in Utica. Closing now.
Train, Clark Street.
17-5 at Clark, that is a copy. Next callback, Nevins.
Nevins Street.
$29.5, you have full line to Franklin Avenue.
Copy Franklin.
Street, Becker Evans College.
Pelham, Nevins. I'm tired. I'm not really doing that. This out is eerie.
$20.09 train, Franklin Avenue.
2009-5 at Franklin, that is a copy. You're going to proceed on Nostrand Avenue line. Your next callback will be your next stop, President Street.
Copy, President.
2034 4 train at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall.
34-4 Brooklyn Bridge, that's a copy. Next callback is Wall Street.
This is Sterling Street.
2 Nevins as a copy. Next callback, Grand Army Plaza.
Copy that.
2010-4 Utica.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2010-4 Crown Heights, Utica, that is a copy. Push 4 New Locks Avenue line up. Your next callback will be Junior Street.
10-4 Junior's closing now.
Callback is Grand Army.
Oh, I like that.
Flatbush Avenue, Church Avenue next.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Train President Street.
195 President, that is a copy. Next callback, Church Avenue.
Copy, Church.
Oh, that's definitely. Why is that a simple that exists?
2034 4 train at Wall Street.
Why is there a speed? Okay, definitely.
2034 4 Wall Street, that is a copy. Be advised you're proceeding wrong railing to Earl Hall. You're going to proceed no more than 15 miles per hour between Wall Street and Bowling Green. Your next callback is your next stop, Bowling Green.
Sure. Copy, Bowling Green.
2017-5 Nevins, that is a copy. Next callback is Bergen.
Bergen Street. I should. Why is it there? $57-2 train Church Avenue.
57-2 Church, that is a copy. Next callback will be your last stop, Flatbush Avenue.
Flatbush.
2106.
86 for the 21036, that is a copy. Next callback 125.
On your way to is at Grand Army Plaza.
Way 2 Grand Army, that is a copy. Next callback Franklin Avenue.
Copy that. at Bowling Green.
2034-4 Bowling Green, that is a copy. You have permission to proceed as quick as 35 miles per hour in the tunnels. Your next callback will be Borough Hall.
Borough Hall.
But
stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Train, Bergen Street.
Bergen for 2017-5, that is a copy. Next callback, Eastern Parkway, Brooklyn Museum.
2009 train, Church Avenue.
5 Church, that is a copy. That's call back to your last stop, Flatbush Avenue.
Flatbush.
is calling back at Junior.
110-4 Junior says a copy. Next call back to your last stop, New Lots Avenue.
For New Lots, go ahead.
is at Franklin Avenue.
Franklin for the 2082, there's a copy. You take Notion Avenue line up. Your next call back to Sterling.
That's Sterling.
2017-5, we have full lineup to Franklin Avenue. Once again, 2017-5, you have full lineup to Franklin Avenue. That's your new callback.
The station is gone. Alright. That's on the wrong side, and I think
2017-5 Eastern Parkway.
2017-5 Eastern Parkway, a full out to your next stop, Franklin Avenue. Call back there.
Franklin Avenue.
2034-4 Abra Hall.
2034-4 Borough Hall, that is a copy of a 10-mile-per-hour speed restriction until you return to track 2 outside of Nevins. Your next callback is Nevins Street.
Copy that.
it's the 1957-2 train, Brooklyn College-Flatbush Avenue.
872 Flatbush, that is a copy. You can discharge your passengers. Terminate your train. Thank you for your service. Have a good night.